Hello class, and welcome to this video for exercise number 13 in Learning Publisher. And we're going to be talking about something a little bit different here that you really haven't, you've worked with a little bit, but it hasn't been clarified exactly to what it is. So we're going to go over some terms here that will help you in completing this exercise and help you understand Publisher. Now with Publisher, you've noticed as we've worked with it that we have our normal white page here, and then when you go to work on, say, a header or footer, that it changes and it says something here about a master page, and you can see that it's different. It has that yellow outline here, and we're going to work with that today. This one is called the master page, and the master page is kind of a backdrop on which you place elements that should repeat on every page of the publication to which that master page is applied. So for instance, with this right here, if I put something on my master page, and I can get to it by doing header or footer, or I can hold down control and press M, anything I put on here, it's going to appear on all my pages that this master page is applied to. So you can have more than one master page. So this is the master page. This is the foreground. It's the normal part of the publication where you place text, graphics, and other objects that are unique to each page. So if I want something that just is on one page, this is the way to do it, or a couple of pages. Where if I want something that applies to all the pages or a significant portion, I use the master page. So we're going to talk about that. Now when I use header and footer, that's referring to the master page, and that applies to everything. So that's how you get it to come up. You can make multiple master pages, and the easy way to do it is there's the add master page option right up here. You can put a description, you can put a name, so one character. Here I can make it that way. I can apply it to my current page that I was on. I can apply it to all pages. I can apply it to just specific pages here. So there's a lot you can do with it, and it's going to be helpful to you in the next few exercises, and of course with the rest of this section of our course as well. So if I want, I can go and put stuff on my page here. It could be shapes, it could be text boxes, and it will apply them. It'll apply it to all of my different pages. So I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of some shapes here. Let's add a text box as well. Here we go, over here. Blah, blah, blah. And if I go now out of my master page, you'll notice it applies to this page, and even if I make another page, I can choose which master page applies to it, and it creates it just like that. So we're going to be using this here with our exercise, and so I'm going to go ahead and get started with that part here. Now with the exercise, we need to open up our file, pub13, so I'm going to open that up. So pub13, I have it right here, and it's going to look something like this. And we're going to save it right away, so file, save as, and you're going to do a different name for it, and that name is going to be 13 gift underscore your initials. So 13 gift underscore your initials. It says we need to apply, or excuse me, select all our objects and send them to the master page. And there's a couple ways you can do this. I'm going to select it all by holding down Control and pressing A. You'll notice it selected everything. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to cut the object. So I'm going to hold down Control, press X, and then I need to go to my master page, so Control M, and then I'm just going to paste it. And now I've applied it to the master page. There's a couple ways you can do that. I like doing that way. It's one of the easiest. Then it says display the master page, well, we're already there, and select only the following text boxes. So I'm going to click outside here to unselect all the stuff, and I'm going to select certain ones. So I'm going to click on it, and I'll hold down Control so I can select multiple objects. So I'm holding down Control. It says I need to select the number text box. So I click outside the border of it. I need to select the expired text box. I need to select the authorized text box right here, and then also the blank text box to the right of this certificate and titles, so up here. So I need to select those right here, these four, number and expires, authorized by, and then this one to the right of this certificate and titles. I'm going to cut those, and it says we need to send them to the foreground. So all I'm going to do is leave the master page here, and I'm going to paste it. So now you can see I have on the foreground these 4 text boxes, but the rest are on my master page. I can't change them from here. I'm going to save this just because if for some reason something goes wrong. It says to rename this master page $50. So I'm going to hold down Control, press M, go to my master page. I'm going to right click on this page, rename, and then it says here $50 is what you need to name it. So it should look like that. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I need to duplicate this master page and call that copy $20. So I can go up here, this master page is already selected, I can click duplicate, and then down here it says I can change the description name, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to change it to $20. And then it says after I make that master page I need to edit it, so that way instead of $50 it says 20. So I need to edit up here in the title, and then down here I have another spot I need to edit to 20. So it should look like this, $20 gift certificate, and down here to $20 off 1 or more nights stay at the Hendricks Inn. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to close the master page view, and then it says copy page 1 of the publication to a new page following it, duplicating its content. So we need to duplicate this page. So I can right click on it, insert duplicate page, and then it says apply the $20 master page to page 2. I can do this by right clicking on it, and then down here are master pages, and I can scroll down and I can pick between $50, which is currently what it is, or 20, and I need to be $20. So I'm going to apply $20 master page to page 2, and this is how it should look now. Now the next thing it says is fill out the gift certificates on both pages to a Mr. and Mrs. Lee Cho. So I'm going to do that. I'll go to the $50 certificate first, and so I'm going to change up here this certificate and titles, and I'm going to type that in, Mr. and Mrs. Lee Cho. And then it says I need to change the number to number 100 in this one on the first page, and I'm going to go to page number 2 right here and do 101, and then I'm going to go back and type in, or I'll type it in on this one. In the authorized box it says to type your own name, so I'm going to put down Mr. Rogers. So authorized by, put down your name. I'll go back to the $50 certificate and make sure I have that one updated as well, Mr. Rogers, and then type 12/31/2009. So this thing is already expired, but that's what we're doing. It expires 12/31/2009, and then make sure you have that on both certificates. So I need to actually put down expires here 12/31/2009. And double check that you filled everything in. You can see here with my $20 gift certificate that I never filled in the names. So Mr. and Mrs. Lee Cho. So this is how it should look. So this is my $20 gift certificate, and then this here is my $50 gift certificate. And it says we're going to print it, so we are actually going to do that. You have to print each one. So I'm going to go to File, Print, and of course we're doing Microsoft Print to PDF. And we're going to go and print this, and we're going to name it with the exact same name as what we did. So I need a PDF. You will submit this along with your publisher file, and of course we're naming it 13 gift underscore your initials, and then saving it. Voila, just like that. Alright, now we're going to go on to the next part of our exercise here. It says start publisher if necessary. Yes, we do need it up. You're going to start a new publication, so File, New, and it says based on one of the letterhead templates. So I need to go to built-in, and then I need to follow my alphabetized list down here to letterhead. Right here, select letterhead. And then it says use any design and color scheme you like. So let's go with, I'm going to go with brocade on this one. I'm going to choose a different color scheme. You can choose what you want. I'm going to go with concourse. So any design and color scheme you like. Font scheme, I'm going to choose this one. You can pick which one it is. It says replace replace placeholder text with your own name, address, and other contact information from your business information set. So you can see mine is actually set for my business information that I made earlier on in another exercise. So I'm going to choose create. There you go. So I have this info here. I'm going to zoom in here for you because it's really hard to see even with the magnifier. So here I have Valley Christian Academy, somewhere in California, phone number 555-555-55555, 217-764-5550, and then email notyourbusiness and email.com. Next thing we're going to do, it says move all objects to the master page. I just keep getting emails during this exercise. Sorry about that. Hold down Control, press A. It's going to select all of the objects, and then you're going to hold down, press cut, and then hold down Control, press M to go to master page and paste it. So again, you select it all, cut it, go to the master page, and then paste it. Now it says here duplicate our master page, so we're going to do that. Well, actually I can go up here, press duplicate, and then on the new master page create a suitable template for subsequent pages of a multi-page letter. It should contain some of the same graphic elements as a page 1 stationery, but not contain your contact information. So I'm going to call this one right here extra pages, because that's what this is for. It's this first page of our letter we would have the contact info, and then this one we're not going to have it. So I'm going to click OK, extra pages, and then this one we need to get rid of that contact information. So we get rid of that, get rid of this, and then I still have my wonderful graphic as well. And then what I want you to do is to get a picture and put it down here in the bottom right and insert it. So you can do either a logo or a graphic, some online picture. You can pick something. I'm going to go ahead and pick a picture as well here. We're going to go with wonderful Mr. Rogers, insert it, and I'm going to put it down here in the corner. Still a little big here. Let's put it, I'm going to try to line it up with the margin here. Okay, and let's make this just a little bit smaller still. Okay, there we go. So you need to have that graphic, and you need to get rid of the contact info. I still have the name part up here, but that's fine. And then I'm going to save, oh, let's not save it just yet. It says close your master page, the master page, excuse me, and then create a new blank page in the publication and add the secondary master page to it. So I'm going to go and right click on this one, insert page, and then it's going to say I want to after the current page, and then I'm going to choose to apply the extra pages master page to it. So after current page, insert blank pages, and then master page is this one. And voila, and you can see I have my beautiful graphic here that I added in. Mr. Rogers, how exciting. And then I have my contact information on the first page up here. You're going to save this publication, because that's what we call these files, the publication. You're going to save it as 13 letter underscore your initials. And then we also need to print it. So I'm going to save it. And then let's print the file. File, print, Microsoft Print to PDF. It's going to make it save the file. And I'm going to put it down the same exact name, 13 letter underscore your initials. So by the time that you are done and finished with this exercise, let me try to bring up the folder here, you should have the following files. Oh, hang on, let me go to them. Here we go. I need 13 gift and 13 letter PDF, or excuse me, I need publisher file and PDF for each one. So there's one for the 13 gift, one for the 13 letter. So you're going to submit a total of 4 files to me, PDFs for each one of these, publisher for each name for this as well. And that is how you complete exercise number 13.